do you expect from your solution partner? What about from the products that carry your logo? We are sure that you already know the answers to these questions. And in the Mediterranean, the answer to this question is Hassat. Hassat was established by the merging of three companies which had been working independently until 1995 and which had power and experience in the international arena. When it was founded, it had a capacity of 14 metric tons per year in a 120 square meter rented facility. In the following years, by developing a unique know-how with coordination between the levels of management and an understanding of perfection in production, it has advanced to a position of being a leader in oven-roasted tomato exporting in the Mediterranean. Today, Hassat is realizing the production of sun-dried and oven-roasted tomatoes in a 4,000 square meter closed area facility built on 14,200 square meters of land. Hassat, which had a capacity of 50 tons in the year 1997, by concentrating on exports, raised its production capacity to 2,000 tons by the year 2006. This amount comprises 12% of the national sun-dried tomato production. Likewise, in 1997, its annual turnover was $150,000 US. Today, with 4 tons of finished product daily capacity, it is the largest oven-roasted tomato producer in the world, achieving a yearly turnover of $6 million US. Hassat has 3 different marketing segments. The first of these is Farmer's Choice, which is their own brand. Farmer's Choice has a leading market share, especially in European Union countries. This high market share reflects the sensitivity and understanding of progressive management practices and the efforts toward perfection at each stage of the production process, from harvest to presentation of the finished product to the market. The second and third markets consist of semi-finished and private label products. Products prepared with the sensitivity shown to Farmer's Choice are being sent to contracted companies. It is vitally important for Hassat to produce the product exactly as it is requested by the customer. In the laboratory, tests are conducted on samples sent from the customer to ensure that an identical product can be produced. Sulfur, acid, salt, humidity test, and physical analysis are made. In order to ensure full compliance with specifications, AVOD uses its on-site laboratory wherein all chemical, physical, and microbiological analyses are conducted. After these tests, production is conducted in accordance with mutual negotiations in the same facility where Farmer's Choice is produced. When it comes to food products production, process equipment alone does not dictate the outcome. Equally important is the quality and expertise of the personnel involved in this production. For this reason, in Hassat, the individual development of the staff operating the production facility and their sensitivity on the production line is at least as important as the up-to-dateness of the machinery. The Hassat staff is periodically trained concerning individual development and given guidance on the production process. This allows them to become experts in their own duties and ensures that their work is error-free. You can see the results of these training efforts in Hassat products. Hassat emphasizes the hygienic standards required for food products production. It is absolutely prohibited to eat, drink, or smoke in the production facility. Staff clothes are designed to completely cover the hairy areas of the body. In order to prevent staff from going into parts of the factory other than their own, each unit wears different colored clothes. Buttonless and pocketless clothes, assuring that the staff has no jewelry or other metal objects that might get into the product, and the prohibition of the use of any cosmetics are other factors that support the requirements for hygienic safety in the production of Hassat products. In Hassat, It is also insisted that the production machinery is kept in perfect hygienic condition. To achieve this, a rigorous daily, weekly, and monthly cleanup schedule is complied with. For Hassat, controlled production is the most important factor to achieve the goal of perfection. The raw material supplier choice and the inspection of the raw materials in the field is being done in compliance with good agricultural practices, which the Europe GAP accreditation system anticipates. At the beginning of each season, Hassat starts planning tomato planting with specified and pre-registered suppliers. Each supplier is pre-registered according to field, soil structure, water sources, plantation type, fertilization, and harvesting techniques. These suppliers are monitored by Hassat agronomists regularly to control GAP applications including water treatment, pesticide usage, etc. Each farmer is regularly controlled by agronomists and all applications are recorded on the farmer control form. Each supplier in different regions is given a traceability code, and this code is used in the raw material lot number, which is assigned as a beginning step in Hassat's traceability system. Suppliers are checked by agronomists monthly for fertilizer and pesticide usage according to the recommended pesticides usage program. All pesticides in this program are approved by the government and are applied to tomatoes only in case of diseases under Hassat's agronomist control. In the absence of these diseases, these chemicals are not used. At the end of the season, suppliers are assessed according to the supplier approval procedure data collected during the season. Hassat takes seasonal conditions into consideration while choosing the suppliers and buys the products from the supplier whose products are best fit for the season. When harvested raw materials first come to Hassat, the product is washed and the stalks are removed. After eliminating the unripe, bruised, and smashed tomatoes, they are classified according to size, and each size is placed in separate bins. The tomatoes are cut into equal sizes by hand or by machine and placed neatly on a pan for landing. They are washed by treatment with chemicals and disinfection. After the sun-drying process, raw materials are manually selected in the field and filled into sacks and then transported to the processing facilities. In this phase, materials are washed with water treatment and ultraviolet filtered water. Finally, control by the metal detector is conducted, and they are packed and ready for exportation. The same as the sun-dried tomato production process, for oven-dried tomatoes, when harvested raw materials first come to Hassat, the product is washed and the stalks are removed. After eliminating the unripe, bruised, and smashed tomatoes, they are classified according to size, and each size is placed in separate bins. After this phase, the tomatoes are washed with water and a 75 to 100 ppm parasitic acid solution, cut into equal sizes by hand or by machine, and placed neatly on a pan. They are kept at 5 degrees Celsius until they are put into the oven. Cold shock is applied to the products that have been dried at approximately 60 degrees Celsius, and after the final control by the metal detector is conducted, they are packed and ready for exporting. The accreditation systems required by HACCP and BRC certificates are important for Hassat. The requirements of these certificates, which are the most important and the most difficult to achieve in the world, overlap with Hassat's understanding of production, administration, and social responsibility. Hassat successfully passing the tests, which are periodically recertified each year by HACCP and IFS, are the most important proof that Hassat will never make a concession on quality. Hassat offers more than sun-dried tomatoes to the customer. Through the business partnership that you will build with Hassat, you will have a strong partner in the Mediterranean, high quality and high capacity production, on-time delivery, and products that have the highest standards in the world. Beyond these, an additional important consideration is that through our financial power, you need not worry about production continuity, even during the worst economic crisis. Let us merge our forces. As Hassat, we will always supply the best products for you. In return for this, your praise will be our biggest reward.